real close in the sunlight, you'll actually start to see the brown in it. You gotta look real close.
Like chocolate.
Yes, yes.
The Moorish book, right? It was defined in color.
Yeah.
The Moors used to define color. Light olive, medium olive,
Right,
dark
right,
olive.
right. Yes.
Never used to say black.
Yeah, because olives are what?
It's like the color of our skin.
Yeah, but olives are black. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the same exact shade of our skin complexion. Yeah.
Now, I
They say
never
light olive,
came.
medium olive, or dark olive.
I have not come across black olive. But as soon as I do, I'll let you know. But the green one, yo, that shit in the stores is not an olive anymore. Okay. And I used to love it, so
You said the hole in the stone in the
creates a vortex.
vortex, not a portal.
No, vortex. And that vortex channels.
Channels what?
A portal. Portal takes you to different places.
Okay, you said a channel.
A vortex is an energy that can capture energy and spiral it around. Like when you get on the train, don't sit your ass, you don't know who the fuck is sitting there. You take your two fingers like this, and you spiral the energy to the right, to the spirit, to get rid of that negativity, whatever, or the left, whichever one you feel is good for you. I recommend the right, to clean up that energy before you sit down. People look at me on the train, what the hell's going on? And I said, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. You know what I mean? So do it, man. You know.
Going up the auric field, you know, so like in Jiu-Jitsu, there's a science that we call Fujikuri. We call it the 9 cuts, the energy cuts. And what happens is that you use that to deal with dimensions and planes, and you start cutting and chopping and stuff. And then the Moors and certain Sufi sciences, you also use that also when they do the whirling service.
That's
they
right.
use the signs with
Right.
the swords.
Yes,
And we
yes,
cut
in
it.
Morocco.
There you go.
Yes, yes, that's right.
And then so also when I get on the train, I do the same thing. I use my imaginary sword, with my, extending my chi, but at the same time I also make sure I carry some oil with me. Because also you got the bad auras, but you also got the bad scents. You know what I'm saying? The bad smells.
Man. And that's a demon.
That's a demon.
Yeah, I have it in my bed. I have oils in my bed right now.
That's right. That's medicine. Yeah, that's
In my
aromatherapy.
bed right now.
Put it right here.
Yeah.
I usually put
Yes,
it here.
yes.
I
Because
put
the
it
change
in
is
here.
because if you smell something negative, that's basically they can put that negative, being on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a gin. They call it.
But not only that, everything you smell, you eat.
Yeah, you taste it.
It goes into your nostrils, to the back of your tongue, liquefies, and into the body. That's why it's so important to breathe through your nose. Your nose is the filter. You breathe through your mouth, you really eat. Okay, and the bacteria and everything.
Wait a minute, you said something was cut off. You said the whole was the vortex channel, and then you finished. Channels what?
Positive spirits, angelic spirits, crystals channel positive spirits. Now you can take something else that's not a crystal with a hole in it, and who the hell knows, whatever, based on the material of the thing, you don't know what you're channeling. So plastic channels a negative spirit.
I already know.
But yeah, the only real plastic is amber, or the gum tree, the things that come from trees, because trees produce plastic too. But then you have man-made plastic. Anything man-made, you don't really want to use. But this is a very, your feet right now are absorbing really positive energy, because this tree in all of New York is the only full-grown honey locust I've ever seen. And this honey locust, because they're all on 125th Street, but they don't have the spikes. So that means that the energy here is very powerful. Yeah.
You said that they started talking to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're the woodwood.
yeah, very soft sound. These trees have very soft sounds. The birches have loud sounds. The oaks have very low sounds. They all have different.
Are you gonna put this thing that you took here into a tape?
My brother right there.
Oh,
Smile, you on camera. There you go.
because I want to buy it so I can study from it.
But take note through the bottom of your feet right now, even though you got rubber on to block it. That's why they make rubber sneakers and shoes, to block you from the electrical energies of nature. But suffice it to say, this area right here where you are right now, you're absorbing some good chi. Okay, so if you do exercises, even though it's a hill, this would be one of the good spots to come. It's a very protective spot because you have a powerful protection chi tree, so nobody gonna fuck with you over here.
No, I'm not.
People don't even come near this thing, except for a magician. And I can see right here, either this came off the tree and he puts it back, or he's doing some type of ritual. I would say he just put it back. That's what I would say, but I don't know. Again, you see the trays made by the salamander spirits. Whenever the trunk's going up out of the ground, those are salamander spirits. Okay, if you see faces from, I'd say from 7 feet on down, those are gnomes. Anything higher up are fairies.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same thing.
Salamanders hang out on the ground, look like snakes and turtles and reptile type things. Salamanders. Anything at your level, say around 7 to 8 feet and down, is a gnome or leprechaun. You'll see faces and all of that. Anything above 7 to 8 feet is a fairy, which is dealing with fire and air, which is fairy or fiery. The sun and the wind. Fiery or fairy. Right? So, and this is, what is this again?
Honey
No,
loaf.
don't read it.
I gotta take pictures and memorize it.
Okay.
I'm a visual
It's
person.
the only tree with what?
Thorns coming out of it.
That's full grown. A lot of them don't have the thorns.
Right.
But when you go to the leaf, compound leaves, okay? And there are other trees with those seeds growing on it.
Oh, that's the ones that we.
Right. The other ones, the seeds are smaller. The pods are smaller. This is
Oh,
the
that
only
was
one.
another honey loaf.
Right. They have those
Yeah,
pods
I
on
got the picture
it.
right
Right. Those pods get real long. The other ones, the pods are smaller. That's how you know the difference between the black locust and the honey locust.
Okay, I need to buy the video, then I can study it.
Are you showing them the ones with that makes the noise?
Yeah, the birches and all that. We
Birches,
get
yeah.
that over there. Yeah.
And they use them also in a lot of mystery schools, ceremonies. They
Yeah.
do it for conjuring up the spirits
Yes.
and the energies and stuff like that.
Yeah, the
sound.
magician. Yeah, you're right. Birch is one of the most powerful wands. Peachwood is good too, but there's no peachwood in New York. So silver birch is like one of the. I have a necklace made of silver birch. I only wear it on special occasions.
What's on your neck now? You have amber.
That's the sycamore.
Okay, you have amber.
Sycamore is the camouflage one. You could get the fresh water. I don't care what's around. You could go to a fucking toxic plant. If that sycamore got leaves on it, you won't need fresh water. Tap that tree. Okay, so we're going to be doing that in the future, but for now, this is introductory. Get the feel of it. Make sure wherever you go, make friends with these trees, and that's by acknowledging them.
But you said that when Sandy was coming to Staten Island, there's a tree that could hit my house, and I started talking to that tree, telling him, please don't fall over my house. And I started saving the bird instruments.
Is it in front of your house?
No, it's behind my house.
That's what I say.
Fenced off.
Right, you don't want a tree. When you buy a house, do not buy it if it's in front of your house.
And I started talking to the tree when that storm was coming, and I started saving it and burning incense, and I gave it some food. I didn't want him to fall on my house.
That's right.
That sounds crazy, right? My daughter said, Mom, what you doing? My daughter said, Mom, what you doing? I said, I don't want this tree fall. I'm giving him an offering. I don't want him to fall on my house.
Now, rocks are alive,
They
otherwise
listen, right?
greenery couldn't grow
They
on
listen,
them.
right?
So the rocks are alive too with billions or millions of years of knowledge. You see, there's a statue of the thinker sitting like this, sitting on a rock. Okay, knowledge. So rocks can give you, we don't even have a quarter, not even an inch of the kind of knowledge those rocks got. Okay, very, very. You could take a rock and hold it in your hand for a couple of days or weeks, and it's something you're trying to understand, and it'll come to you because it has the knowledge of it. Those rocks have the knowledge. As I said, the Cherokee did their rituals here. We're going to see a Cherokee spot, a spot where they did a shaman burial and a ritual spot that they use. It's right around the corner there. And you're going to see some homeless people that live up there too. Okay?
The invisible water.
Yes, you can tell. See that trail right there? That's not a human trail. That's a trail of invisible water. So anytime it rains, it comes down off these rocks and down that trail. Okay, that's the invisible
If you
water
put
right
your
there.
hand here, you can feel the energy.
Of course you can.
I
Of
can
course.
feel it
Look
vibrating
at
in my
it.
hand.
Of course, that's salamander energy. And as I said, as it gets higher, it's a different energy.
Yeah, I can feel it right here. Vibrating in my hand. Yep.
There's invisible water here because whenever it rains,
They
you can see the
collected in the
crabgrass. And if you see the crabgrass that you want to take to court with you or to a place with you to get some things done, I'll pull it out for you.
I have it growing in my backyard. I didn't know what it was.
Well,
and I cut it
crabgrass,
down.
the one you want to use is a long stem.
Yeah, it looked like the
with
picture.
6.
It had it, and I know what it was, and I cut it down.
All right, so let's,
Wait, what is this tree here?
that's an oak tree. Look at the leaves. Look at the leaves. It looks just like the big one, right?
Like that tree.
Remember the big one I showed you? These are the smaller leaves. This is a different variety of oak tree. Very strong wood. Alright, let's around one corner. Inside? Remember, this is the invisible water. Very old. Only because of the hole at the top. Well, actually, those are portals for energy, but not for humans.
Those are for animals.
Yeah, because it's too high for birds.
There's a big vagina opening on the other side.
That's what I was trying to point at. That's what I was asking.
I didn't see that.
Maybe when you get to the stairs, you really see it.
Oh,
It's like,
Well, there's more water right there.
Big bird.
they don't want you to see it. They don't want nobody else to
Another
see
oak
it.
tree. Look at
Oh, there it is. You can see it right now.
Oh, okay.
the leaves on this oak tree. Still the same formation. This is called a river oak.
Oh, we were talking about that
See how we were talking about the leaves, how long they were, it has the same type of shape. But this is a river oak. Okay, and it has, what is it, the law of what?
opposite.
What else? Come on now. You don't gotta know. I'm gonna stand back. I'm gonna stand back. What is it? The law of what? Take it, touch it, look at it. Acknowledge it. See what the leaf is. All oaks are meant. All oaks are used. Right. But it's the law of what? Opposites. One leaf opposite the other. One leaf opposite the other. That's the law of opposites. No, it's like this. One on each side. One on each side. Law of opposite oak trees. All oak trees deal with the law of what? Opposites. There's another oak tree. Look at the difference. The leaves are different, but it has the same formation. See it? Same thing over there. Okay? It has that same shape. That's how you know an oak. Over here is a maple tree.
Right here.
Right. Everybody know what the maple gum is? Well, opposites. Or alternates.
Alternates, right?
I don't know. Tell me. Tell me. I don't know.
well, it's not opposite. It's not opposite.
No, it's not okay.
So it's got to be the other one.
Nobody took notes?
Right? I know it's not opposite. It's the other one. It's the other one. It's not opposite.
Alternates.
Alternate personality that matches up with that.
That means it could be, it's an all-female species, but if it's the law of what? Alternates, it can what? Turn into a male.
Oh, okay. But not the oak. The oak is always male.
Always
You
male.
can't change to a female.
Yeah, thank you. I got some invisible water.
Know what I need? Battery out there.
All right, we're headed up to,
Where the battery at, baby? You know, you know what you look. There you go.
we're headed up to Cherokee Ritual Area Burial Ground. It's funny because when I'm walking through this area right now, it's like deja vu. It's like the trees are talking about the history of what took place here.
The rock. Take off the shade. The tree with my shade. It's alive. It's right across, but they give it shade.
park has a lot of history. Tent City right now. Now you do have homeless people that sleep. And if a flood came, because eventually the Harlem River is going to flood.
Everybody flooded up here.
They don't know where to go.
They all know.
See how high it's going?
They don't know where to go. They think go to the house with skyride.
No, I know where to go. And look, we can see the top of the building.
Yeah.
That's how high it is. I didn't know all these people, young people, really jump over here like
Let's stop here for a minute.
They ain't built nothing. They can't build nothing. They're coming in. They can't come in home.
I know.
It's a great place to go. Yes.
That's not a big
That's where they came from.
What look like a people? Look at me. That looks like it too.
like it was
Has how many points? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 more?
I gotta write Sycamore on this.
Now,
Thank you.
yeah, that's some type somebody. They're all trying to put a spider web. Okay. It would definitely be somebody. I don't even see cans that look like that.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say.
Arizona. Arizona healthcare.
I never seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
But you understand how trees are used now, don't you? Hollow, plant, and stick. But here's the tree. This is the sycamore.
Like little things on little balls.
Seed that deciduous trees have. This is seed that pine trees have. Pine trees have something called conifers, meaning that their seeds are on the outside. Deciduous trees leave the seeds on the inside. So when it falls to the ground, it's open up and it goes into the ground and it goes to another tree. But the conifers or the conifers have cones and the seeds are on the outside. If you remember the word conifer, also think of the word conifer. Okay, meaning that it's a cone and the seeds are on the outside, which also could be used to magic. But this is great, my favorite tree. I think we got it all. The sycamore tree. I also like the beach. That's a beach, you know what I'm saying? That's a yes. That's the type of tree you want to hug. That's the type of tree you want to tap. They got all kind of seats around this one. This is the grandmother tree of the top area up here. These trees can grow so damn big that the trunk could fill this whole area. Okay? The trunk could fill this whole area. That's how big these trees can grow. They can live thousands of years. This tree right here is older than your great grandmother. Right? And this is where Robin Hood first got his green uniform, which was the first camouflage
Oh,
in the
okay.
European character.
Character, yeah.
Because in Africa we didn't have these. We had things like the eucalyptus, which is a colorful type tree with all kind of colors in it. And that's why you see out here all the colors and all that. Okay? So that's the great sycamore. And even the salamanders that's coming out of it here, even has the camouflage going on over here. See? Even tearing up the concrete. These things, you saw the pictures yesterday, they actually eat up metal.
Yeah. They can't do anything.
They are no joke.
They can't do anything.
This is the tree of Osset. I see a face here or something coming right here, all of this here. Yep. Yeah. Okay. It looked like it's just a face. It looked like this is a whole face looking down at us.
And like an arm right there, like an arm holding up the thing.
And that's how you can tell a really good tree. Yeah, birds. I forget the name of most of the birds that go in, but insects and squirrels and you name it.
A lot of African cultures, you know, we always have the ceremony of the tree.
Yeah.
So, and then, so, you know, you got the base here, and then you got the people sitting down the path.
Right.
Right. Here for contemplation and meditation. Ask questions back to this.
Exactly right. Sycamore. And that's he just sat where the shamans sit. When they call it shamans, that's a shaman. These are all shaman seats. That's where they crunch up their leaves and herbs and stuff on there. That's the table. These are the seats. Those are the students over there. Okay? And you can actually have a ceremony up here. Wedding, all of that. Look at this. Free of charge.
We've done workouts up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful there.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a beautiful.
But this is a small tree. This tree gets gigantic. Look, it's knocking up all the bricks and everything. That means that when they put this tree here, yeah, when this tree was put here, these rocks were flat. Otherwise, they don't do that. They knock the rocks apart the way.
Is it good to plant a pine tree in the backyard?
Yes, the pine trees, like I said, live throughout the world. And they're very good luck. They're edible.
So I
Look at
plant,
these pine leaves, the
I
leaves,
planted,
the bark, everything on a pine.
but it's a little baby.
It'll be about 6 or 7 feet about. All right, let's go downstairs and around that way, I think.
That's the same tree. Oh, show them about this one here with the tumor.
Yes, we'll take it up.
Okay,
Oh, well, I guess it's still but I see someone hanging upside down with their feet up in the air.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Make sure they got that on film because you know why? This was also the place where they were hanging the slave.
Oh, yes,
my
the
God.
indigenous. Right.
Where?
Right here.
How do you know that?
Oh, look at the bell there.
Where the bell is that way from the slave?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that you have any spirits over here?
Right.
Like just walking around?
And sometimes, that's why I said these farms are very spiritual farms.
Very
Even in the black conscious community, the nation of gods and herbs. Clarence 13 days. Back in the day, they used to call Father Wood and what they call the law. They used to have, before they had the temple, you know, back in over here on 7th Avenue, of the gods and the herbs, they used to congregate right over here. This was our parliament, you know what I'm saying? And then even, you know, some of the Harlem Street family organizations, they also used to have come here too. It's like the lawyers and they talk about the sex.
Yes.
This was now in
This was their rule.
exactly. Yeah.
So a lot of people will auction up just got a lot of spirits here.
Absolutely,
a lot of
right.
spirits
Absolutely.
walking through the farm.
That's what I picked up.
When you know, or just walking here.
And then also they after there was a war, and they also when they captured it and everything, they captured this part of the of Manhattan at the time, which they took from the Indians. They used to, like I said, they used this also as strategic grounds for determining from the west. I mean, so this is the east side. The west side is on this side over here, and over here is the north. And if I look further down this way, now this tree over, I take a couple of steps this way, you can see the Empire State Building. So I
bring my
got
baby.
all four directions all over.
Right. And you can tell by the bricks. The limestone bricks, they don't make the bricks like that. That was all dealing with the 18th century.
But I can't pick one of them and take one.
That's a lot of energy here.
No, pick that brick up and take it over.
The ancestors now, hey. Now this is what I want to do. Right here, sis. Every time you see anything around nature,
Yep.
you see elements of the earth already here with the wood. You see elements of water
Somebody just left that here.
Yes.
with the spoon. Right there, see this,
They're offering something to this tree.
something. They must have did something. They want something.
It's not moving. You see that, right? The brain is not moving. Staying right there.
Let me show you something over here. You have an eye here, and then you have an eye here. Okay? You know, what kind of energy is that? The eye on one side, and eye on the other side.
Well, that light is going up.
Come over here and take a look. There's something
Like it's going up like male energy.
Okay, you don't want to play with that one. When you approach this tree, you can even see the face right up there of a man looking right over at that one. Okay? You don't want to play with this tree. You come directly from Sirius to this one right here. You notice that the seats ain't around this one. You understand that? Right.
Okay,
But it has almost like a anger going on. That means what the brother said earlier with the hangers and all that, this had to be one of the trees because there's a person up there, there's faces, energies all down here. Salamanders, that's like coming under the rocks and just hanging out right here. Real powerful right there. Real powerful.
This right here.
I got 1
Yes.
minute. I'm gonna change the battery on this.
So do you think this was a hanging tree?
Yes, definitely a hanging tree because if you come over here, sis, you'll see it. See it right there? See that man right there?
Looking down.
That's so sad.
We didn't get to the heavy part yet.
Okay, I got 1 minute. I'm gonna change the battery on this.
Okay.
That's sad.
All right, you finished with this right here?
Huh?
You finished with this?
Let me see.
Oh, what's he selling over there?
Yeah. We're done.
All right. Let me change this right now.
All right, we're gonna head down to the shaman spots and the Native American ritual spots. My brother's right out of the tape and all that, so let's get down there.
What's the battery?
There's a couple more things I want to show y'all. And we, any questions so far? Anything we learned? Bark. As they get older, that's the hardest part to tell about the tree, tell from the difference of the trees is the bark. Because as they get older, a lot of the trees get that crisscross, bark. Some of them have what's called like the ash tree, smooth bark. Beech tree, smooth bark. Some of it's spiky bark. But a lot of them have this type of bark because it's a protection mode. Now, you notice someone carved their name on the top of that tree stump. It's the wrong tree to do that with. Any other side. It's the wrong tree to do that with. Okay, you do that with a beech tree. Okay, this is an elder tree, meaning that it's dealing with ancient science. Okay, ancient science. Elder. It's not necessarily negative, but you can see the impartation of a spirit. What type of spirit? You would have to now go and do your research on the area. Okay, look at the science of the tree. There's all the phonics there. But the main thing is what happened in this area. That's how you know the energy. Like Tafik broke down the slavery aspect of it. So we know that some of the trees dealt with the hangings and all of that. So we saw the face up there. So if that happened, probably positive energy for that tree. You still see the face up there. For you, probably.
You gotta be careful what tree you be hugging and messing with.
Right. So do you feel like you want to walk there and hug that? Anybody feel like they want to walk and hug that? All right. So go with your emotions. That your feeling is going to tell you, but we've been trained not to trust your own intuition. Your intuition says, nah, I don't think I want to hug that.
Like a good climate tree though.
Some trees, like that tree could look positive to me. Like I could use that tree because I know what I'm doing. But for some people, that tree looks bad, looks negative. So go with that. Because if you feel that way about it, that's what's inside you and that's what's projected back at you.
What do you know about
Weeping willows are powerful. They're up at the botanical gardens. They don't have any out here. I haven't seen any out here. But they're very powerful trees too. They usually, weeping willows got all kind of fairies and gnomes all over them. And they live a very long time.
You know how you spoke about, I saw a video with you about,
This is an angry tree. This is an angry tree because evidently one of its children were cut down and went on that side too. Trees have families. You notice this one and that one are two different trees connected. There's a family of trees that look like the youngest one was cut down. So it's probably got an angle. So you're going to approach it with a lot of pureness in here. It won't rid you of your anger, but it will, it could attack you. You drop a fucking branch on your head.
somebody gave it candy.
Right. Now that's gotta be pretty old too. That's gotta be really old.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the wrong tree to give candy to.
It could be 50, 60, 100 years old. Who the hell knows?
Oh yeah, they put candy in it, wrap it up.
Right.
Maybe they lost the baby or something.
Well, this was part of the family.
No, the person who did the ritual.
Oh. Well, this is the wrong tree to carve your name into. The beech tree is the correct tree. That's just the wrong tree. So, and I can definitely see negative spirits right here.
Well, how would I know that's a negative spirit?
How does it feel to you when you see it?
I just don't like this.
Look like it's crying. Right.
I just don't. And then the hole is closed up here.
And because of the hangings
Very
over
good,
here,
very
the
good,
hanging over
very
here,
good.
the trees, they
Yes.
witnessed that. So that's probably why the tree might look like it's crying. You probably witnessed so many murders here, for so long. Nature
Very good.
responds. They also see it too. If you talk to the tree can also, plants, they also can see also. And they visualize. They can see all the chemicals and stuff.
And you look up. See it coming down? Yeah. Oh my God! This one, if you look over here, this tree is definitely all right. This is quite. It is right down.
Right there.
Yeah. Goodness! Wow. Wow.
So maybe a lot of people got home. That's the impression I'm talking about.
But what it loves about that is that you're understanding what's going on with it. You're acknowledging it, and you're giving it energy just by talking about it and being around it.
I feel whipping.
I can feel it.
Whipping, like somebody was to here, whipped.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I didn't know that. I feel it right here. Like whipping, people whipped.
I think it's lost its children, one on that side and one on this side, and because it's two different trees, so male and female. Same one. Might be the person who cut it down. Very sad, you're right. I saw that and I felt like crying and shit. Damn. Look how they got it gated off.
Battlefield, as far
The
as
rope hanging. Look at that rope hanging there. Like
side, because you got the East River right in here, you got the West.
Oh,
side.
maybe somebody put that there.
You got, you got all the way up north on Mount Vernon up that way, and then down this way is further down into lower Manhattan. You go right here, you can see the Empire State Building. So this is a strategic spot for war.
And hanging. And look at those two love
Yeah,
trees.
high ground.
Yeah, two honey locusts connected together. Or Siamese twins.
Siamese, yeah. It starts as one and then it comes up to
Siamese twins.
Yeah, fork tree, some people might call it. This is a very, very important spot though.
And a lot of these trees are probably right here when all that happened.
I'll probably come here and pray up.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, you take
I ain't
some
coming
water.
by myself. No, I know what kind of water to get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you some ideal spots to really send your prayers. There's some spots where, if you get a cluster of trees, if you go in the middle, there's an opening right there. That's like a magnifying glass to your prayer. If you close it in, it makes it tighter with a better aim.
Y'all just come up here
I'll
and
go
pray for my
jogging, and when I finish jogging, I'll sit between these trees.
Yes.
Like a water, I look up. It's funny, I'm praying, but I'm feeling something taking something off.
or chocolate or something.
The trees are, like I said, I rode the bus from New York to Florida. We got off in every state. I'm not the energy is all about. Because your niggas was fucked up. But I